Hey, y'all, and welcome to Routeless, the podcast for the career dreamers, the late bloomers, and the what am I doing with my life crowd. I'm your host, Grace Kasprak, and here we get real about the messy, winding, and totally unpredictable journey of figuring it all out. Each week, I sit down with someone who's somewhere along the path, some who found their path, and some who are still paving it. And we talk about the real stuff: doubt, risk, passion, purpose, all of it. So if you're craving clarity, connection, or just a reminder that you're not alone in this, you're in the right place. So let's get into it. Welcome to Routeless, Claire.
Yay!
Yay!
So excited.
This has been a long time coming.
I know.
This is so exciting.
This a long time ago.
Oh, I know. It's been like a few months in the making, but I'm glad we could make it happen.
Me too. Feeling honored.
Yeah. Well, do you have any fears of being on the podcast? Are you nervous?
It's like fears. Yeah, I mean, I have fears.
In general.
The dark. So don't turn the lights off, please.
I'm low-key, high-key, very scared of the dark as well.
I'm glad we share that. Fears of the pod? No. I feel like I'm an open book.
Yeah, you are.
Ask me anything. Tell me if I'm talking too much.
No. Well, you can't talk too much because that is the whole goal of what this is.
Great, let's do it.
The past few people that have come on have been like, I am genuinely nervous for this. And I'm like, we are just talking normally.
Yeah.
Like, act as if like you're telling me your life story.
Yeah, that is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, but it's gonna be fun because we've known each other for a while and I don't know that much about your story. So I feel like they're gonna be hearing it all for the first time, but so am I. So jumping in, give me a little synopsis over Claire.
Just me in general?
Yeah.
Youngest daughter of 4. I feel like that says so much about a person.
I'm the youngest daughter of 4 too. So
yeah, youngest daughter of 4 girls too. So
yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot. My poor dad, and we had girl dogs growing up.
You had all girl dogs? Mm-hmm. He didn't have a buddy ever.
He didn't have a chance.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah. So born and raised North Carolina, specifically Raleigh. Mm-hmm. Now I'm a Charlotte gal, which they're so similar. Mm-hmm. Charlotte's just a bigger Raleigh. But they're both like close to the beach, close to the mountains.
Yeah. Pretty
highways, some things to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, North Carolina girl through and through. Always have been like an overachiever, not necessarily in a good way.
Okay.
And
to your detriment.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, no, Claire, actually you can take a nap. I'm like, no, I have to do whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, love to be involved, love to be busy. I hate just like sitting doing nothing. Yeah, I'm married as of
very newly
6 weeks ago.
I know, it's so exciting.
But who's counting?
The wedding was perfect. It was screamed
amazing.
You and Trevor so immensely.
Yeah, that everyone kept saying that wedding was so like personalized.
It was.
Yeah. I mean, the weather was gorgeous.
It was perfect.
Yeah, we didn't have a rain plan.
Yeah, so I don't know how you would.
We straight up didn't.
Yeah.
And so we just prayed and God said, yeah.
Yeah.
And he answered. And so, yeah, beautiful weather. Honestly, I can say it. Beautiful wedding. Mm-hmm. I love that it was small. Mm-hmm. Even it being small, I feel like I didn't talk to everyone for as long as I wish that I would have.
I don't think it matters how many people you have at your wedding. You're always going to feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happened so fast. Like, blink of an eye, boom, it's over.
Right?
Which is so sad because
it is.
The moment was so fun, but glad all the stress of that's behind me. But yes, so married gal of my high school sweetheart. So that is so fun. I could have a whole podcast on that in itself.
Yeah. Y'all have seen so many different versions of each other throughout y'all's lives.
Yes.
And I think that's probably the craziest part. I think that just reigns true for how committed to each other you are, but also how committed to like each other's growth that you are. I think that says a lot.
I feel like we just saw so much potential in each other even at 15.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Mm-hmm. And we just were always there for each other. Like, it was never against. Even when there have been problems, we've just tried to make it work and not, like, see bad in the other person.
I feel like that's all you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people I know that are in relationships in high school and college, they just give up so easily. Or, like, one flaw.
Yeah.
And they're like, nope, can't do it. Like, if I would have done that with Trevor, one flaw,
no,
we wouldn't have made it
100%.
Yeah.
Claire, I was just thinking about this yesterday, and this has been a common thought in my brain for probably 3 years now, is every time I talk to a girl, maybe younger, maybe our age, single, they're like, no, I just don't like this about this person or this about this person. And I'm like, if I looked back at Dane and I when we first met, like, let's just, like, get a few out there. First off, like, he wasn't even Christian. He didn't know God.
Same.
At all.
Yeah.
And secondarily, like, he, at the time, was living at home, didn't have a job, and had long, shaggy hair.
Trevor had really long hair when we met.
Yeah. And was wearing high-water black skinny jeans.
Oh, no. Okay. Dang.
Like, and 8th grade tank tops that he had since, as I said, 8th grade. And now this man, we're married. He's such a godly man.
Good style.
Has an amazing job. He's now has, like, grown into his career, this new career that he taught himself. And, like, could not speak more highly of the man. Obviously, I married him, so that should be the case. But if I was in that position back in the day and had been like, no, I don't like him because, like, of this one thing, I wouldn't be married.
Yeah.
And I just want to, like, scream it in people's ears, like, you're gonna grow together. Like, you don't have to like the situation. You don't have to like the guy's style. You don't even have to like certain aspects about him. Does he have potential?
Yeah.
And do y'all vibe? Is it easy?
Yeah.
Because if it is, it's worth a
laugh
shot.
all the time.
Yeah.
Is he a good person?
Exactly. Does he have, like, deep down, like, is his morals in life good?
Yeah. Does he treat you well?
Exactly.
And I have, some single friends that I wish so badly I could, like, go on the date with them in their ear and be like, this is good. Keep going.
Exactly. Like, his skinny jeans don't matter.
Yeah, you can change that.
Yeah, his funky laugh, you're gonna grow to love it.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, moving off of that, though.
Yes. Anyways, back to summing up Claire.
Yes.
So, went to college, was in a sorority, did that whole thing for 4 years.
What sorority were you in?
I was in 80 Pi.
Cute!
Yes.
That actually, if I were to place you in any sorority, I mean, I went to Arkansas, so, like, obviously different schools, whole different vibes. But if I were to place you at one in Arkansas, it would be 80 Pi.
Honestly,
100%.
A lot of 80 Pi chapters I feel like are similar.
Yeah.
There's some oddball ones, but I feel like for the most part they're pretty similar.
Yeah.
I honestly loved the experience. Like, I would recommend Greek life for certain things.
Weren't you, like, president?
I was. So I'm
yeah. Oh, okay. She goes, I'd recommend it to everyone.
I'm super biased.
I was also president of the sorority.
Super biased. However, now in my job, I interview people sometimes, and when they have not anything on their resume, I'm like, were you in a fraternity? Were you in a, like, give me something, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I did the whole sorority thing. That was fun. Brutal but fun.
Yeah. I mean, Rush is literally the worst week of your life.
So I did it during COVID. Fully online from the comfort of my parents' home.
Oh, so that was better.
It was probably so easy, honestly.
Oh, I love that for you.
The school I went to, Greek life is so small that there weren't that many good chapters anyways.
Okay.
And there weren't that many girls rushing, so you kind of just got what one you wanted.
Yeah,
honestly.
That's fair. That's fair.
I know it's so different at big schools.
Had a very different experience.
Yeah.
I was, like, deadly ill, sweating through my dress, like, and still having
campus.
to, like, kneel in front of these girls that wanted to be in our sorority to talk to them. It was this whole cult-like experience. Yes, it was odd.
Yeah. I guess at a big school it would probably be different. I don't know if I would recommend. But at a small school.
It was still good. It was still good, but Rush was just the one week.
Yeah, Rush is a little wild. Yeah. That process is crazy.
It's very cutthroat.
It is so cutthroat.
It really takes a toll on your self-esteem. At one point or another, you will feel bad about yourself.
And then you have to be on the other side of it, and you're like, these poor girls, like, I don't want to rate you.
For sure. It's brutal from all aspects, but there's
so
really
no other way to do
not
it.
a better way to do it.
Yeah. It's like,
it just has to be done.
Yeah. Anyways, did the sorority thing, and then now I work in corporate America.
Yep. The corporate gal. We haven't had many of you on the podcast.
Not many corporate gals.
No.
Here to represent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like a sum, I feel like, of my life.
A little bit, yeah. So tell me how growing up in Raleigh was with 4 sisters, all girl dogs. Yeah, tell me about that.
Crazy. So I went to private school,
Okay.
a private Christian school growing up. I went there. All my sisters went there. I had cousins there.
Okay.
My dad coached baseball. My uncle coached volleyball.
Holy smokes.
We just took over the school.
Yeah, so basically you could turn a corner and see your family.
See family. I hated that.
Okay.
So quickly after pretending my stomach hurt every single day, my parents were like, do you want to go to a different school? I was like, yes, please get me out of here. So went to public school. I was such a better person.
Aww.
I don't know why. I'm like still in touch with some friends from the private school, so that's fun because it's a small group. You just kind of stay together. But
do you think it's because you got to be like your own person? You didn't feel like you were overcrowded?
It was forced. Yeah. Yeah. And they just, I don't know, I feel like sometimes private school kids love them, but have a...
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
I also went to elementary private school, Christian school, so I do get it.
And I liked them as people.
Yes.
And I still have friends from that school. But I think in general, like, just the environment is different.
It for sure is, yes.
So then, I went to public school. It was fun. I was, like, never really athletic. I tried a few sports. Okay. I never was good, so that was just something fun to do. I do feel like I followed in my sister's footsteps a lot. Like, they would do something, so then I would just do it.
Got it.
Which I liked and didn't like at the same time.
What did your sisters do?
A lot of the clubs they were in, like, okay, take all the Spanish classes you can take. Or, like, they started, like, a homework club at our church.
A homework club?
Yes. And so after school, kids that couldn't afford tutoring could come get free help with their homework at the church.
Wait, that's incredible.
Yeah, great idea, and it popped off. I mean, we were having hundreds of kids. Like, it was a huge thing. But when my sister that's 5 years older went to school, like college, then I stepped in, and that became, like, a big part of my high school life, was doing that. It was on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and, like, I was helping run it, and there was so many kids. So that was...
A lot.
I was at church, like, 3 times a week.
Wow.
For that. Which I'm so grateful for that, because you just learn a lot, and it really brings it just down to earth.
Grounds you a bit.
It definitely grounds you, yeah. And then I was in student government.
Okay.
Which I just did because my sisters were in it.
Were you also president? You're joking. You're joking.
Yeah.
She was... You should try out for the U.S. president at this point. You've got, like, a great rap sheet already.
Yeah. Student body, president. I seriously feel like president is easier than the other roles.
That's fair.
Because the other roles do all the work, and then the president is just, like, the face.
It's also, like, if you're a leader, you get to be, like, a great leader.
Yeah.
And then, like, everyone else basically does the legwork.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I agree with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was super fun, honestly. Just, like, I loved being busy, and it kept me very busy.
Why do you think you love to be busy?
I think that it's a mix of feeling lazy if I'm not busy.
Okay.
Because if I'm not busy, what else am I doing? Sitting? And if I'm sitting for longer, like, if I'm doing it every day. I love a good, like, couch potato day, but if I did that more than, like, once a week, I think I would...
Lose it? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel, like, guilty for doing it?
For being a couch potato? I don't know if guilty is the right word. Okay. No, probably...
That's a good one to not identify with.
Yeah,
in
not
that setting,
guilty.
For sure.
Just, like, okay, what's next?
Okay.
Like, there's so much more to life than sitting on the couch. And I also don't find TV rewarding.
Yeah, that's fair.
And if I'm sitting on the couch and not watching TV, really, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I guess I could read. I don't know. I want to be a reader, but I just don't.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. Always busy.
I feel like there is a very certain type of person to enjoy not only TV, but also reading. It's like you have to appreciate the plot.
Yeah.
You have to, like, get something out of the plot, or it, like, drives into your, like, creative side. I feel like you are someone that's more left-brained, so you're more logical, you're more numbers-focused, you're more that side of the brain.
Not creative
and
at
I
all.
feel like TV, books, shows, movies don't dive in to the left side of your brain. It hits the right side. So people that are more, like, right side brained love that kind of stuff. And then people who are more left love, like, activities, like going on a walk, like playing sports, even if you're not very good at it, like doing anything that has to take you out of the creative because your brain just doesn't love that.
Yeah, which is funny you say that, because thinking about books, on our bookshelf, there's probably not a single fiction book. So I think if I was reading, it would be something nonfiction, or it would be something spiritual, or something
like
that...
a self-help
that
type
then
vibe.
I feel like I'm working. Because I'm reading it to benefit from it, not just to sit back and enjoy the story. And so that's probably why I don't like reading, because I don't read fiction. Yeah. So then I'm, like...
You can't, like, your brain doesn't appreciate the, like, story plot of it all. Yeah. Like, the creative side of it, which is totally fine.
I've tried. I will every now and then read something. Yeah. I might not finish it.
That's fair. I feel like for people that are more left brain, like the self-help books, the spiritual books, the learning books, honestly, one thing I think I've seen that fits for people that are left brain that read, that can't read fiction, is biographies. Because it gives enough
story.
It gives enough story, but you also get to learn from it, because it's like, for example, Harriet Tubman. I don't know why that's the first one that pops in my head, right? Her story's so inspiring. You can get so much out of it, but it's still a story.
That's true.
Anne Frank. Crazy stories.
Crazy.
But, like, you learn so much from reading it. Yeah. And I feel like that's the only one I've seen to where left-brain people almost get, like, that tinge of fiction, you know? But it's obviously nonfiction. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. So that'd be so interesting. I would love to look at your bookshelf and just, like, understand. Because mine is the complete opposite, you know?
Really?
The complete opposite.
I think I maybe have 2 fiction books, like, now I'm, like, really trying to visualize this, and there's one that I literally could not get past the first chapter, and it's just on the shelf now, and then there's a book that my roommate gave me in college. It was actually one of the Bridgerton books, and she gave it to me in college, and it's missing, like, 30 pages.
What?
They're just not in the book.
Did you read it?
I think it's, like, early in the book that they're missing, and so I realized pretty quickly. So I don't know why. I should throw it away. I don't know why it's on my bookshelf still. But I think those are the only two fiction books in my
That's
shelf.
So funny. I'll, like, go back and forth. I am a big reader, but I will read, like, fiction before bed, because it just, like, I'm not learning anything.
I would so much rather sleep.
Oh! Well, I need something to wind down. Okay, you just plop into bed?
Yes, that is where, honestly, I don't know if this is a flaw or a gift, but anything way, this or sleep every single time. I will just fall asleep.
That's incredible.
Not in the middle of the day, but after probably 8 p.m., I would rather sleep than do whatever you're going to offer me.
Wow. I mean, honestly, I do get it. Yeah. I do. But I do get excited to read my book for 15 minutes before I knock out.
Only 15 minutes?
Yeah. I'm a fast reader. Okay. So I'm like 15 minutes, I'm reading like 2 chapters.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
And that's like minimum. You know, sometimes I get a little bit more. Sometimes it's like, if it's less than 15, I won't even try it. Right. But like, I'll read fiction before I go to bed.
Interesting.
And then in the morning, typically when I'm doing like my Bible study time, I usually read some kind of nonfiction spiritual book. And that's like my balance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So not the point.
Yes.
Not a couch potato. Don't like movies, TVs. Don't like books.
Yeah.
You like to just go do.
I like to do. And I think that's one of the reasons Trevor and I get along so well is because he also is just a doer.
Yeah.
We love to play disc golf if we can.
Forgot that was a sport.
Oh.
First off.
Now it's dark outside after work, which is so depressing because we can't play unless it's the weekend. But love to play disc golf.
So you're a weapon with a frisbee.
I am not
She's humble.
competitive, but I can like throw a frisbee, yeah.
Wow.
Like sometimes mate par.
That's honestly impressive.
I've been doing it for
Does
a
it
while.
work like how golf works?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, duh. It's disc golf. I don't know why I've never put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, like you get par 3 throws in the basket.
That's crazy.
Or 4 or 5.
That's a really unique and talenting skill.
It's free.
Yeah.
It's a good walk. It's a hike. I mean, you're walking in the woods.
That's fair.
Like miles.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to be athletic to be good at it, which I really appreciate that. It's honestly just like repetition that gets you good at it. I tried to play lacrosse and I tried to play volleyball. Mm-hmm. And especially in lacrosse, you have to be smart. And I'm not athletically smart.
There's a big difference between IQ and athletic IQ.
Yeah, like I can run down the field. Mm-hmm. I don't know which direction to go or who to throw it to. Mm-hmm. So I love that frisbee golf does not take any of that.
Yeah.
We like to go on walks. We got bikes. We've been biking all around our neighborhood. We play pickleball.
Very fun.
Just loved you
love all the do's.
Yeah.
So running it back to Raleigh. Let's hit like age 10, right?
Okay.
What was your first ambition? What was like your first, this is when someone would ask you, what do you want to do when you grow up? This was your first answer.
Is grade 10 middle school?
Grade 10 is
not grade 10.
It's like 3rd
age
grade,
10.
right? Because you're 6 or 7 when you're going into 1st grade. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Like 3rd grade.
Okay, I'm a math nerd.
Okay.
I wanted to be a math teacher. I still want to be a math teacher.
You still want to be a math teacher?
I think I will be at one point in time.
That's so fun.
Yeah, I really wanted to be a math teacher. I loved my math teachers every year. Aww. In middle school, I would do like these, like nationwide like math exams that were completely optional.
You'd be like the mathematician, like little tiny mathematician of your grade.
I'm not even that great at it, but I like it.
Okay.
Like, I'm not fast where you're like, ask me multiplication and I can just do it. But
you
I really enjoy that you get an answer. You get one answer. And just doing it is so satisfying.
Would you consider yourself type A?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
I feel like you have to be. To, like, really enjoy that, like, this is the answer. There's no gray area. It is just black and white.
That's
you're right or you're wrong.
I love math. There's usually only one way to do it.
So, let's say you're a math teacher, right? Let's say you get a kid, always gets the answer right, does the process completely different. What are you doing?
Oh, okay. I think that this answer would change if you asked me this, like, literally 3 months ago. Okay. However, I had 2 new people start at work, and I've been training them, and they're different. Mm-hmm. And one is just like me. She's literally my mini-me, and one is not, and he does things so differently than I do. But he's still doing them right. He just does them differently than I do. So I'm dealing with this right now. And I think I can appreciate that. But I would much rather go to her because I feel like...
You're on the same wavelength.
We're just on the same...
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. For a student, I would really try to pick their brain. Be like, that's not the way I taught you. Like, how did you learn that?
Yeah.
And then I would want to know. But I will say, when you ask people, like, okay, do... I don't know, 96 plus, I guess this is an easy one, 12 in your head. And then you're like, what did you see when you added it? Like, did you do 2 plus 6 and, like, 1 plus 9? Or how did you do it? Trevor and I always do it differently. And I'm like, no way.
I always do it differently.
Yeah.
I, like, think of, you know, like a clock, right? Like the, like, old alarm clocks.
Okay. If a digital clock?
Yeah.
Okay.
If someone were to ask me 98 plus 12, my head runs like that clock.
Like shuffling?
Yes.
Interesting.
So, like, I will look at 98 and I'll be like, and then I'll be like 12. And I'll be like, okay, it's lacking 2, it's 100. And then it'll be an extra 10, so I'm like, oh, it's 110. Like,
Not like 2 plus 8 is 0 and 1 plus 9 is 10.
No, I make an even number, then I figure out the rest.
Okay.
But I was the kid that got the right answer and did the problem completely wrong.
Interesting.
And I would, like, they'd fail me.
Oh
and
my
I
gosh.
was like, guys!
Well, also doing homework club, so many teachers teach things differently. I would get stumped on these, like, third graders' multiplication. When the teacher would be like, circle this and draw this many bubbles and then do all these things. And I'm like, this is the most bizarre way to teach. So whenever we have kids that age, I'm really curious to see what their homework looks like.
I think would you consider yourself, like, you kind of already touched this, but would you say that you're competitive or not at all?
No, not at all.
That's so interesting.
Which is weird. I don't understand people that are super competitive. I can be a little bit, depending on, if I feel really strongly about something, I guess that's not even competitive. That's not even the right word for that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just...
What were you going to finish?
Like, if I feel really passionate about something, like, I will be assertive.
Okay, so stubborn.
Yes.
Okay, so you can be a little stubborn, but you're not competitive.
But, like, Trevor and I lost 3 times in pickleball on Saturday, and he was so mad at the end, and I was like, la-di-da-di-da.
Okay.
This was fun.
I feel like there's a difference, though, because I can play sports all day and lose, and I'll be fine. The minute that, I don't know, I'm, for example, doing multiplication, whatever, like the multiplication test, you know, when I tell you I was gonna win. I was gonna get it right, and I was gonna be the first one every single time.
Yeah.
So I feel like competitiveness can hit in really random things, or even like in a room of kids or like in a room of adults, I will get the kid to like me probably the most. I don't know why. The dog, whatever it is.
I think if I tried my hardest to think where I'm the most competitive, it would be with my sisters.
Okay.
My one sister specifically that everyone says we're like the same person. And so we...
Grind your gears a little?
Yeah, like we'll be doing the same thing. I'll be like, I have to finish before you. And we'll both say like, no, I'm going to finish before you. So, but I feel like that's just me and her.
Yeah.
I don't, in general, I'm just not competitive.
Okay.
And it didn't help me in sports for sure.
Oh, yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably were like, get this girl off your team.
That was me in middle school. The coach would have to bribe me to try to be competitive. She'd be like, I will buy you your favorite smoothie if you just get really competitive this game. And
so you would say you're not competitive either?
In sports.
Okay, right, you just, yeah.
Yeah, not in sports. It comes out in random ways.
Yeah.
I'm not competitive with, like, friends. Not competitive with my family. I'm not competitive in a lot of things.
Were you competitive in school? Like, everybody's taking a test, you want to get the highest grade?
No. Not at all. I could not care less about a grade. It was really random things they would come out with. Like, one, the multiplication test, that for some reason, a time test, I just wanted to be first.
Okay.
Like, if I'm in a room with a dog, I'm not going to be butthurt if the dog picks someone else, but, like, I want the dog so bad that I want it to like me the most because I would like to sit with it the whole time.
Yeah.
So I get, like, competitive with that.
That's such a funny example.
It's just really random things that it comes out with. And I find that interesting because if you would have asked me 2 years ago if I was competitive, I would say not at all. And then I think as I got older, I recognized that some of these things, like, are actually a competitive nature that I just didn't really know was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you wanted to be a math teacher.
Yeah.
Growing up, math, was it always your favorite subject?
Oh, yeah.
So then...
For sure.
Like, how long did that carry on?
Probably through the math teacher or math being my favorite subject?
Math teacher. Or both.
Like, math is still my favorite subject. Okay, math teacher carried on until I went to the class that led me to where I am now, I would say.
At what point was that?
Sophomore year of high school.
Okay. So you got to sophomore year and you were like, I'm going to be a teacher, and then something hit and you were like, no, I'm not. Okay, so what was that thing?
Okay, it was an interior design class.
Okay.
Which is crazy because I'm not creative.
I don't think you have to be super creative. I mean, take this with a grain of salt. I think there are some parts of interior design you don't have to be creative. You have to be logical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so in that class, this was just the best class ever, which I'm just so grateful for it. But we had to design a house layout and with very specific rulers.
Yeah.
And all the things. It was like a legit house layout. And it was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever done.
I bet it fed straight into your logical brain of thinking, like, amazing. Where does everything have to go for this to make sense?
It was just the right amount of, like, math and logic. It's like a puzzle, fitting things into tight spaces.
Where am I going to put this half bath in the downstairs so that it's easily accessible? But, like, it's also not too accessible to where it's, like, out in front of everyone's face.
And there's rules, like, in a kitchen, like a fridge, a sink, and an oven, the triangle.
Yep.
It just fed, I just could do it all day.
It's basically geometry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why it's basically geometry. Yeah. Now, when it came to patterns and colors.
I was terrible at that part.
Okay. Yeah. Or you like the architecture side of it.
Yes. Okay. So that's where I'm going.
Oh, okay.
With this. You didn't ask, but I'll just keep talking. I thought I was going to go into architecture.
Okay.
Yeah.
That fits, I feel.
All the way through. So I downloaded this software. I still have it. I downloaded this software. It was like $100. My parents paid for it. I was like, wow, thank you so much. It was like the best gift ever. And
Wait, what's it called?
I don't know.
Is it called CAD?
No, that's what I use all day.
Oh, okay.
Is AutoCAD.
Yeah.
This was like some really
niche app.
Yes.
Okay.
Extremely niche. I would be surprised if anyone knew what it was. Okay. Honestly. Okay. It's like probably not even a thing anymore.
Okay.
But
What did you do on it?
I would design houses.
That's so fun.
Draw houses all day long. Like when I was on the couch, my family was watching Grey's Anatomy, I was on the computer drawing houses.
Wow.
And it got, like, I was into Legos as a kid, which was, like, satisfying too.
Yeah.
Same kind of
thing. So
it's
been, like, that little passion had been building since a young age. Yeah. You just, like, it was never recognized.
Yeah, until this class.
Until that class. It was never brought to the forward.
And
the front.
This class also, so I'm not in architecture, which we can get to that.
Yeah.
But this class also had a lesson on what I do now.
Okay.
Which I thought, I had that lesson, I loved it, but I still thought architecture.
Okay.
So it really just opened my eyes.
Okay, cool. So when you were designing houses, were you more intrigued with houses or like big buildings?
I think houses because I didn't know anything else.
Okay.
Like you're in some friends' houses and you can go on Zillow and you can watch HGTV. So I feel like that world.
Zillow was your vibe then.
Oh yeah.
Like when you went into people's houses, were you just like getting ideas?
I still have this problem of going into people's houses and being like, what's behind that wall? And like in my head, trying to figure out like what room is on the other side of that wall. Or I'll be in like a random place and be like, what room is above us? And that's fun. It's really weird.
I don't think that's that weird because I've definitely done that multiple times.
I feel like I do it way more than I should, but it's like a game to me.
That's so fun. I love that that's how your brain works.
And that's a huge deal when you're designing a house.
Yes.
For plumbing, for all the things. So I think
100%. Yeah. What's behind this wall, Claire?
The loft area.
It is.
For sure.
It is. Yes. It would be nuts if you looked at a wall and you were like, what plumbing is in this wall? What piping?
Well, like downstairs, there isn't any. Or unless that's behind the laundry room. But I think that behind the laundry room would be over here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's probably not plumbing in that wall.
There's plumbing on that wall, though.
There's a bathroom over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it runs... I only know that because it runs straight down the wall of our bedroom. So I can hear it.
Yep.
Every time someone flushes the toilet up here, you can hear it in our room.
Because we love an older house,
right above.
I guess even new houses, too.
Yeah, but it's like... It's above our head.
Yeah, true.
So, like... True. Like, it runs in the middle of the wall. Which was not very thought out. Yeah. But that's okay. That's not the point. Yeah. Okay, so interesting. You still do that to this day. Looking at walls, thinking of what's on the other side.
Yes.
Okay. So this kind of built from a young age of being like,
Definitely.
okay, I'm going to go into architecture. So then after high school, I'm assuming you were like architecture all the way.
Okay, so here's what happened. So it's ready. It's time to apply for colleges. I'm like, yeah, architecture, let's go, let's do it. And you have to have a portfolio to apply anywhere for architecture.
How?
And I'm like, I'm 17 years old. Where am I supposed to get a portfolio from? I've been in one interior design class. And I had like these dozens of houses I had designed on my own, but that didn't count because I guess I could be lying or what. I don't know. Those didn't count. And so I was like looking at all these schools. I went to an NC State open discussion thing.
Like open
for
house thing?
Yeah, applying to architecture. And they were showing example portfolios. And my mom went with me and I was like, Mom, I don't have any of that. And I left that day so defeated. Like, I can't get into school. I don't even have anything to apply with.
How do they expect you to do that?
I mean, that's like a genuine problem. Everyone that ended up doing what I'm doing was in the same boat. And
they expect you to just get an internship in high school?
Yeah, like internships or being in clubs or being involved in like organizations.
That's not very accessible.
No, it's really not.
Especially for people in smaller towns.
A lot of people do architecture like a year into college because they made a portfolio like their first year.
That
doing
makes
things.
sense.
Yeah. A lot of people graduate like in the 5th year mark.
Wow.
For that, yes. So
I had no clue.
Felt super defeated. Also realizing in that like moment too that I'm not artistic. And these portfolios were really artistic, like really modern, pretty looking.
They weren't just a blueprint.
Things. It wasn't just the blueprint. Like architecture is so much more about the looks of things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not the part I'm interested in. I actually have no idea what this is going to look like and what color to paint this. Is it brick? Is it glass?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah.
And so I Googled. Next
closest ChatGPT
thing. Yeah, seriously. Next closest thing to architecture. I was like, architecture without being artistic.
Yeah.
And it said civil engineering. And I was like, great. Let's do it. I literally gave it no thought. I had all
the logic side of you were like, all right, cool, that works.
If Google says it's the next closest thing,
then
trusting it.
Yeah.
And I had all the credits I needed, all the math classes I needed. Like I was in like all the calculus and things.
Yeah.
And so I was like, let's try it.
Let's just rip it.
I got in, and I did it. And there's really no more thought process behind it.
How was that college experience though for you? Because sometimes I feel like people go into engineering and they're like, it was the worst 4 years of my life, but like I love what I do now. Sometimes people are like, oh, well, I mean, it fed all my natural skills, so like it just wasn't that deep for me.
The latter. I feel like it was not that deep. Of course, there's classes that are harder than others.
Yeah.
I never was in the library till midnight. Like I never did an all-nighter. I got B's and I was fine with that.
Yeah. B's get degrees.
B's get degrees.
C's get degrees. Sometimes D's get degrees.
Yeah, so it wasn't that bad.
Okay.
I had a lot more homework to do than my business major friends. Also, a lot of their stuff was online, and mine was all in person, like everything.
Why? Why do you need to be in person for civil?
It's hard to like learn math without being in person.
That's fair.
And we had a lot of labs.
Did you ever have to use a software platform called Alex? No. Okay.
Alex, what does that do?
It was just like an online math software that I genuinely hated with my whole soul. So was just curious if you had to use that. But
if I hated it as well.
Yeah.
No, never had to use that. Yeah, I don't know. I would say it was not that hard for me.
Okay.
But it was hard. It just wasn't like overwhelmingly. I feel like I cried like twice. I don't know. I'm not scarred. I would do it again.
I feel like there's a difference also, like if you're going into something and you are utilizing like your natural God-given skills, it can be hard, but even the hard is like doable. Hard. Yeah. Because you're just like refining the skills you already have.
Yeah.
Whereas going into something that doesn't utilize your natural God-given skills, you then have to try so much harder to just be mediocre. Because you can't 100%. You can't build on anything that you don't already naturally have. So you have to build from the ground up.
Like, and my electives that were supposed to be easy were sometimes harder for me just because I didn't like it.
It wasn't up your alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't in your natural skill. It may have used more creativity than, like, you know, your brain naturally comes up with.
Right.
And so I think there's something to be said, I feel like, when you find that thing where it's, to your point, hard but rewarding, and hard but definitely doable, like refining on an already foundation that's there, you know you found your place.
100%. I knew also with civil engineering, there's so many things you can do. I mean, there's dozens of careers that came out of it.
Interesting.
And so I never had that moment of, oh no, I don't like this major, because there were so many options.
It's like nursing. If you get tired, you can pivot.
You can do so many things with nursing.
What can you do with civil engineering? Like, what are some of the options?
So it's everything that has to do with the ground and everything underneath.
Oh, okay.
And
that's a very interesting way of putting it. I've never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's also, and structures, bridges, tunnels, anything, water tower, anything structures, which I knew I didn't want to go into the structure aspect.
Into, like, structural engineering.
But that is, like, I did technically also get a degree in that. But civil, anything with the ground. So designing highways.
Okay. Odd. Okay.
Designing, like, neighborhoods or shopping centers.
Okay.
Everything underground. The power lines that run everywhere and bring us power. Yeah. That's civil engineering. How do you get fresh water in your sink? Where does the water go when you flush your toilet? How does the water get cleaned? Like, we had to go to wastewater treatment plants and watch the sludge, they call it, because it is a legit sludge. Yeah. And turn into, like, fresh water that they release into, like, the rivers. So a lot of water goes into it. I mean, every time it rains, the fact that the earth doesn't flood, like, that's all civil engineering. And there's so much more, but that's just, like, a few. Geotech, like, the soil.
Nuts.
That's a huge aspect that I never, ever got into, but, like, knowing if you can even build something on soil, is the soil strong enough? That's, like, a huge aspect.
This is wild to me because obviously I know what civil engineering is, but not a single day in my life has that ever crossed my brain of something that I wanted to do. Not a single day in my life. I talk for a living. I literally talk for a living. Not a single day in my humanly experience have I thought,
that's good.
How does water get from point A to point B? How does it get clean? How could I build this shopping center? Not a single time have I thought about that. And I bet you drive into a strip center and you're like,
That's the sector I'm in now. So that especially.
Okay.
I do also, like, see wastewater treatment plants. I'm driving down the highway and, like, think about them, but the shopping center thing is my everyday, so that's like you listening to a therapy podcast and be like, I probably wouldn't have said that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe not that question, but okay.
Yeah.
That's so funny. But I have definitely driven by, like, a water tower and thought about it. Like, or, like, this is going to be so dumb why the word is not coming to my brain. What is it? Windmills? Windmills?
Yeah.
The big electric ones? Mm-hmm. Yeah, those guys.
We did that.
Definitely driven by those. And I just know how big those pieces are.
Huge. And how are they not falling off?
Yeah. And also,
how is energy? Yeah.
This is a whole nother rabbit hole, but they're not as green as people think they are. Let's start there. It takes so much oil to basically lube those suckers up so that they can run. And then there's so much that goes into them that it's like, you might as well frack at this point. Yeah. Like, you're using probably just as much oil. The only difference is it looks cool. But I'm also not in an oil and gas, so don't come at me. That could be very incorrect. This is just what I've heard from my own research. Remember, I talk for a living. Talking, okay? Anyway, not the point. I heard that. And then it was affirmed whenever I watched Landman, the show. So anyway, that's not the point. I have looked at those.
Yes.
And been like, that's an interesting build.
Yes.
But I've never thought about
That's
the civil side
do
of
every
it.
day of my life. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never thought about that. Okay, so you're super passionate about everything that happens on the ground and under the ground. Okay, so architecture's out. Got feelings a little bummed because of that one, but you pivoted and you found your little space. You graduated from college.
Yes.
You used your natural skills to work through that whole situation. And then after college, what?
So I will go back in time just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Summer between junior and senior year, I had an internship.
Okay.
And it was a highway design internship.
Okay.
The Department of Transportation hires a consulting firm, and the consulting firm designs these massive roadway projects.
Okay.
Highways. And so this specific one was 485. Not on the Matthews side, but more like the Ballantyne kind of side.
Okay.
And it was like adding a lane all the way down 485.
Okay.
Was our project. I hated it.
Oh no.
I hated it. And for so many reasons, I think the environment was the biggest reason. And so that was a little bit scary. Because I will say, in school, the environment of the class, it is a lot of introverts. It is a lot of guys. It is not a lot of sorority presidents.
Yeah.
And so
I wouldn't assume so, Claire.
And so it was hard to find your people, which I did.
Community.
And loved the guys I met, still good friends with them. Love them, talk to them still. But that internship opened my eyes to no, now I'm going to work all day, every day, for the rest of my life with people that are not similar to me. And so the biggest thing was probably that. It was like a small team. It was hybrid. I hate working from home, I found out.
Why so?
I just want to talk.
Okay.
I don't want to work and not talk.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just so boring.
You like the in-person.
Yeah, I love the in-person.
Okay.
So anyways, did the roadway thing. Hated it.
Okay.
And then senior year, I was like, I've got to figure out what the heck I want to do. Because
I don't like roads.
Don't know.
Yeah.
I remember one day in my internship, I asked a guy named Hunter. He was like a full-time guy there. And I said, who's the person that put those parking spots there? Not the big highway, but the parking spots and the sidewalks. Who does that? And he was like, oh, you don't want to do that. That's boring. That was his answer. And I remember a few days later, I was like, no, Hunter, I'm actually curious.
Yeah.
Who does that? And then he told me. And I ran with it. I was like, I think I would like that. And so that's what I do now. I design parking lots all day. I do a lot more than that, but
interesting.
The basis of it is parking lots.
What was so intriguing about parking lots?
It's, again, like a puzzle.
Okay.
What can I fit in this small amount of space?
It's like Tetris.
Yeah. It is literally like Tetris. And it's creative, but with boundaries. Giving, a fresh piece of land, but you have to be 20 feet here, and you have to be 10 feet here, and you have to be 15 feet here. There's not that much creativity.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying. I don't know, I just naturally feel like, and I've been told at work, I'm just good at designing the sites. Somebody else could look at it, and it just, they wouldn't really be able to think about it. And so, so I'm so grateful that Hunter finally told me what that is. Senior year of college, I did a class. So what I do is called land development.
Okay.
Specifically.
This is so interesting because my whole family is in real estate development.
I work a ton with real estate.
Yeah. And so I can't tell you the amount of times that my dad was brainstorming on a project. And he was literally doing similar to what you were doing. He was like, I don't know where to put this freaking building, because we have to have a parking lot for it. And I have looked at it from this lens before.
Mm-hmm. It's fun.
It is a little fun.
Yeah?
It is a little fun.
Okay.
I love that you do it. Because it works for you, right? And it works with your brain.
Yeah.
But I remember sitting there and getting too creative.
Yeah.
Like, I was sitting there with my dad and I was like, what about this, and this? And he was like, no, it has to be more basic than that. And I was like...
You're like, would I want to drive that?
My brain doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, he was like, I also don't need you to solve this problem. And I was like, okay, I'll leave.
Do something else. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's so fun. And, I mean, designing it is just the beginning. Like, obviously, then making it real life, there's so much more that goes into it. But
what else? Like, give me, like, a top view synopsis for if someone was interested also.
Okay.
Was like, civil engineering sounds cool. You know, I like architecture. I don't like the creative side.
Okay.
I'm all black and white. Love the numbers.
Okay.
And let's say they're figuring out what they like within that, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe they're going to love highways. Maybe they won't. Maybe
Probably
they'll like
not.
sidewalks and parking lots. So, like, from the point of conception of when you get this project,
Okay.
what does that kind of process look like for you?
Yeah. From the very beginning, it is a lot of due diligence. It's a lot of research of the town or city or county that it's in.
Okay.
And there's a lot of requirements. Even when you have a house, like, you can't just build your house to be 10 stories. Like, there's requirements for everything. So the beginning is all research and even telling your client, can I build here for the 1,000 reasons I potentially could not build here.
Okay.
And so that's the first thing. And then second thing, if you're like, yep, you're good to go. You can definitely build here. We design it. We lay out the site just from like a 2D level.
Okay.
Is there enough room for your building, your sidewalk, your parking lot, your driveway, your dumpster, your loading dock, your whatever you need? Is there enough room for it? And then you design it, which is so fun. Honestly, it's like a small portion of what I do, unfortunately, but it is like the most fun.
Wait, so why wouldn't you do that backwards though? Before buying the property, don't you want to make sure there's enough room? How many times do you run into getting a property and you're like, there's not enough room for this?
It happens, but it's rare.
Okay.
Usually.
So there's like at least like an oversight of being like, yeah, it's big enough.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff we do, you know, if it's a gas station, you need at least an acre. If it's a grocery store, you need at least 6. Like, you kind of know.
You just know the
real estate. The
clients
we work with are usually bigger firms.
Okay.
And so they have real estate people that know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yes.
So moving forward, sorry.
But they have real estate people that won't know if it was a wetland, or they won't know if it's in a flood zone, or they might not know if there's an easement because of something underground they can't see. So that's what they need us for.
Okay.
And so then, so we would design it. We would maybe say, you need a retaining wall, or like, you can only have right in, right out on this road. And then they're like, oh, I don't want it.
Right in, right out.
Like, you can only...
Like one road?
Like, you can only turn right into a site. You can't turn left.
Oh,
like,
sorry. Okay, yes.
Sometimes, like, the Department of Transportation doesn't let you turn left out of sight. And so if you tell your client you have to have right in, right out, they're like, I don't want this. That's not... No one's going to want that.
No one's going to come to my restaurant in this strip center that I lease out to this restaurant. No one's going to go there.
The Chick-fil-A off of, like, Randolph, is it? Like, you can't turn left into there or left out of there, which is inconvenient.
You have to go around the back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So site...
It does make the parking lot crazy.
It does, right?
And there's only, like, 15 spots.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, it's design, which is so fun. And then if the client's like, yes, we're going to buy the land, or we want whatever their real estate legal part of it is, we want to build here. Then we do a set of construction drawings, and we take the 2D and we make it 3D.
Okay.
So water all has to drain to drains, and then those drains have to go somewhere. Yeah. Like, we have to get water to the site, we have to get sewers to the site, we have to get power to the site. We have to get, like, a bunch of permits for them to be able to build. Yeah. And so that is honestly, like, designing the 3D of the site and then getting permits is, like...
is a massive portion of what you do. So, this is just a me question. But in in the parking lots,
Yes.
you obviously have to figure out all the drainage.
Yes.
Do you have to slope slightly parking lots to somehow get all the water towards the drains? Or are you making it flat and hoping it makes its way?
No, you have to slope. It has to be over a 1% slope everywhere that you design. Everywhere.
That's so...
You don't even feel a 1% slope when you're driving.
No, not at all.
No. It has to be over 1%. If it's flat, it's going to flood.
Yeah.
You don't want standing water anywhere.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
I've never thought about this in my entire life. I'm so glad you're here. I'm learning so much.
It is honestly such a... You drive it every day, but you never realize it. Which a lot of things in life are like that. But it is really crazy when you start to think about it.
Yeah.
You're driving and you see structures or... I was in Charleston specifically, and there's this one road I did a project on, and the pipes underground are 72-inch pipes.
Okay.
That is a 6-foot...
It's a 6-foot
diameter.
Pipe. Yeah.
Like, that's taller than you.
Yeah.
And that's a pipe, and it's running along the underground. So you're driving on a hollow 6-foot pipe.
Yeah.
And you never would know. Ever.
The only reason that I'm not shocked, because off of the road over here, they were doing so much construction, and you could see they were putting the 6-foot pipes underground.
Yes.
Yeah. That one's crazy.
And then the asphalt has to be strong enough for cars and semi-trucks to go over it and not crack the asphalt to crack the pipe. It's crazy.
It is nuts.
Yeah.
That's something I never want to think about. Ever, Claire. I never do. But I was laughing because I was imagining you in a parking lot walking up foot and being like, this is more like a 2% incline.
I think about it way more than I should. No, I drove to a site with my boss the other day, and she's brilliant. I look up to her so much. But she, we were at a stop sign, and the driveway that we were on was pretty steep. And I was like, Megan, what slope do you think this is? I'm just curious. And she was like 9. And I was like, oh, cool. I don't know, like...
That's so funny.
I always want to know what slope it is so that when I'm designing it, I know how crazy it feels.
That's nuts.
Sometimes you have to have steep driveways. Like, some people just have to have steep driveways.
I hate them.
I hate them too.
So much.
But, like, the house has to be flat and water has to drain away from the house. So you just have to have a steep driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it, but I do 100% hate them.
Yeah.
Because I do have that fear in the back of my head. What if my car brakes just give out?
I think about that all the time.
What if
That's one thing I never was into, is mechanical engineering. And people like to relate the things. If you're good at one, you're good at the other.
Oh.
But here's the thing. Everything in civil engineering equals 0. Nothing moves. If your bridge moves, that's not good.
Yeah.
If your pipes underground move, that's not good. If your parking lot, your building moves, not good. Mechanical, nothing equals 0. If it's 0, it's broken. Everything they do moves.
That's true.
And so if my equation equaled 0, it was good. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Theirs are like, it could equal anything.
That's really, it's the black and white.
Yeah.
It's not the gray area.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. I don't know if I've met many people whose brains are so just passionate about, like, zeros.
Yeah.
And, like, just, like, even black and white, it is this. And it's been that way since you were this big.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Obsessed with Legos.
I cannot put myself in your shoes to such a far extent that, like,
it
mind boggles me.
Not a lot of people can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. Because I'm the complete opposite. Instead of 0, I'd want, like, 100, 360.
I will say, I think a lot of people in my life are the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Like, that's just kind of where I gravitate towards.
It's a rarity, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What Enneagram are you?
I don't know.
Do you know what your Myers-Briggs is?
No.
My gosh.
I don't know any of the personality. I'm a Gemini. Does that tell you anything?
Not really. I don't know much about that one. I'm a Virgo.
Great.
Yeah, I don't. My exact answer. Great. I know nothing about it.
I don't know anything. I actually need to take personality tests at work to learn how to deal with different personalities.
I'm going to send you the Enneagram one
later
today because I'm super curious.
Okay.
So curious. Myers-Briggs.
Should you take a guess? Is it like that?
I don't know if I know all of the Enneagrams really well, but you would probably be so far away from anything 6 and up.
Okay.
You'd be like, I feel like anywhere from like 1 to a 4 is my guess.
Okay.
I feel like those are the more logical ones.
Great.
I'm a 9.
Means. Okay.
So
Perfect.
The 9 wing 8. So as far up as you can possibly get on the creative side. Yeah. Okay, so cool. So you are now a civil engineer.
Yes.
You design parking lots.
Yes.
Ooh, nuts to me. So
yes,
you're now going through the process to where you're teaching other people.
Yeah.
How has that been?
So here's the thing. I love to teach.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to be a teacher.
Because it's feeding. Yeah, it's feeding into like, your math teacher.
I know. I always wanted to be a teacher. I love it. I have been given like really positive feedback on teaching so far. And I really like that. I do find myself struggling to teach people with certain personalities. And I need to get over that. So I'm like...
Where's the misalignment there?
I think sometimes... So a lot of people at my work, we are similar. I mean, we like the same things. We all like math. A lot of us just get it. And there's some people that come in that just don't get it like us. Not like everyone, that sounds bad, but like we just don't think
the generic population of civil engineers.
Right.
Yeah.
And they can still do it. They're more than capable.
Yeah.
But they're going to do it a little different, or they're just not going to get it as fast.
Yeah.
And then I honestly am not good at being like, why don't you understand?
Got it.
Because I've taught 6 other people and they understood. Why don't you understand?
It's so natural for you that you can't explain something that comes natural to you because it's second nature.
Which is not a good teacher. Like, a teacher should be able to teach anybody something.
Yeah. To some extent. I feel like that's just like a learning curve.
Yeah.
For sure.
It is. But in general, I would say it's going really well. And I almost like teaching people better than I like doing my job.
That's so funny. So now it's like, okay, what point are you going to pivot?
I know. Well...
Have you ever thought, like, of moving into, like, a managerial position?
That's my goal.
Okay.
100%. The really cool thing about the company I work for is that we aren't waiting for people to retire to fill their roles. We don't really have like presidents in the office, but if there was like a president in the office, you don't have to wait for them to retire to become president. We would just have more.
Got it.
We call them PMs, project managers.
Yeah.
And you have to be licensed. So I'm not licensed yet. You can't be licensed till you're 4 years post-grad.
Oh, wow.
And you have to take exams and things. So I'm not licensed yet, but once you get licensed, you become a PM.
Okay.
The amount of PMs in the office just grows. There's not a cap.
Got it.
And then as far as like office-wide managing roles, a lot of people in the office don't want to do those because they're introverts. Like, I'm rare in the office. And so it works out for me because it's not a competitive thing.
Yeah.
To be like in a leadership role.
Plopped into it.
They're like, Claire, please do it because I don't want to be talking to people all day like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm starting now. I got like a small role this year, like leading Monday morning meetings of like the office.
Yeah.
But next year I'm going to be like, they call it integration champ. Okay. Which is when we have new people, like making sure that they're integrated. You like take them to coffee, take them to lunch, show them around the office, just like making sure they feel
at home,
welcome, like not overwhelmed. And so I don't know, like it's another small role, but it's fun. Yeah. And it helps bring out my extroverted people side. Yeah. And not just staring at a computer all day.
Absolutely. So for people that are just trying to figure it out, right? Let's say that they're similar to you. They're very logical, very type A, like, you know, they've grown up loving the math, loving the clarity of it all. What kind of characteristics would you say someone needs to have to go into civil?
The biggest, I don't know if this is a characteristic, and this is probably all jobs.
Okay.
If you don't like it, you're going to hate it.
Yeah. I don't think that's all jobs. I think that's very specific jobs that are like
very
either
niche.
Dive in feet first or jump out head first.
Like, I don't know. You can be a waitress and not love it, but have a good time.
Yeah.
You're going to hate it if you don't love it. And so I would say have internships.
Okay, yeah.
I would say shadow, ask people questions. Like, I don't know if there's documentaries or whatnot you can learn about it. Ask older people in school, like if you're young in school. I would say, like, if you really don't like it. The good thing about civil is there's so many other options. Like, I hated roadway. I wasn't stuck. But in general, I would just say you have to, like, really be passionate about it. And I'm surrounded by people that are passionate about it. And so we're all just nerds together, which is just so much fun. Because the outsider is like, can you guys stop talking about, like, these 2 parking spots? It's not that big of a deal. And you're like, the world's going to end. If we don't squeeze 2 more parking spots on this lot, the world is going to end.
So funny.
Otherwise, I don't know, I feel like you can't be, like, distracted easily. Focus, like, is so necessary. So grab a cup of coffee or whatever, work out in the morning so that your energy is, like,
you can beeline
yes
on that one thing until it is done.
I would say, because it's not easy to start something, get distracted and go back to it. In our job, like, there's math involved and there's designing involved and there's softwares. Like, the softwares in themselves are complicated. So if you get in the middle of something and then you go and then you come back a bunch, it is just going to be difficult to grow. 100%. I don't know, being willing to grow and learn, always being flexible to learn. And excited to learn. Like, I love learning new things, whatever that might be. And so I think being excited to learn is really good in this job, just because there's so many different, like I said, I design parking lots, but I do so much more. Yeah. More than, like, I could even explain. Yeah. And you have to learn all these things nobody was born taught. Yeah.
So on the flip side of that, what characteristics would you say if someone don't go into this?
This is a hard one for me to say because it feels, what's the word? Like, opposite of what I'm trying to say. If you're, like, super extrovert, want to be, like, in sales, like, talking or something, we are really on a computer a lot during the day. Yeah. And yes, we have meetings, and yes, we have client meetings. And our office specifically is very talkative, but, like, my internship wasn't. I have friends in it that aren't. In general, the civil engineering world isn't super extrovert talkative. Yeah. Which I am. So it doesn't mean that you can't do the job.
But there also has to be a level to which the job without any other people involved is still fulfilling and fun for you.
Great way to put it.
You have to have that baseline.
Great way to put it.
And then if you're, like, extroverted on top of that, you can make it work. Yes. If you're extroverted and then you like the job, that might not be the best mix. Definitely. You might want to go to, like, real estate development.
Yeah. Which, like, there's so many avenues to go to.
Something else that's adjacent to it.
Yes. Another thing that is good for the job is liking problem solving and things being challenging. Okay. Every day is different. Every piece of land has new problems. And so I think a lot of times with work, it's very similar. You know, like, if you're, like, a banker, like, everybody's bank account's different, but I feel like what you're doing with them is the same. Yeah. Ours is, like, it's very different, and there's always a new challenge. And so I like that.
There's no repetition.
Correct. Yeah. I do a lot of, like, this one brand of gas station, and yes, they all look the same when they're done, but the actual lot that they build them on are so different. And so I really, like, if you like something that's new all the time, that's good. And challenging. Yeah. Because it is challenging. I will come home and be like, Trevor, my brain is exhausted. Like, it did so much brain power today. Yeah. It's a lot of thinking, which that sounds dumb because I'm sure a lot of jobs are a lot of thinking, but it's, like, really not a mindless job. Yeah.
There's no repetition. You're never just clicking and pulling and moving. It's constantly being like this one parking spot. It's Tetris. Yeah. Constantly. Yeah. This one parking spot has to fit in here. And there's no human way for it to fit.
Yes. And then I have to make it fit. Yeah.
Nuts. Yeah. Nuts. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm never taking a parking spot for granted ever again.
No. Except for when you're at a big box store. And there's
like a grocery store?
Yeah, anything that's a big box. So Dick's Sporting Goods or Target.
Okay.
Like, anything that's in a
okay.
big box is what we call them, big box stores. They have so many parking spots. It's ridiculous.
Except for the Trader Joe's.
Except for Trader Joe's, which is a joke that we say in the office because...
I'm glad I can feed into your joke because I just pulled that one because I know of that one. That and exit 30A in Charlotte. Those two, the one that's...
3A?
Yeah, sorry, 3A.
Yes. Because that's where we lived. Like, Alex and I lived over there.
Okay, yeah.
And that's, like, how I got home. That is terrible.
Yeah, 3A and the Trader Joe's parking lot is both two of my worst nightmares.
Trader Joe's is such a funny one because we have a client. So a lot of my clients are land developers. They're not, say I'm building a Target. Target isn't actually hiring me. Some random company you've never heard of that has a lot of money is buying the land and leasing it to Target. So anyways, we work with a lot of these developers. And this one developer was really trying to get a Trader Joe's. And every single piece of land they were looking at was so small. And we kept being like, that is not going to work. And we would have to come up with something. It would never have enough parking spots.
Yeah.
And we're like, why are you picking the small pieces of land on purpose for the Trader Joe's?
I swear they're all like that.
Every single one.
They take up, maybe that's their niche. But, like, I've never seen a Trader Joe's with a good parking lot.
Yeah.
Even the ones in Austin. It's like
you're the ones
fighting for spots in a strip center.
And then the store is not that busy.
And the store also, tiny.
Small.
They're tiny.
Definitely.
Which, I mean, is their niche. Because they are a grocery store that fits in this much space. I get it, okay? It's super convenient. It's super great. They've definitely built into an area that, like, normal grocery stores cannot compete with.
Yeah, Harris Teeter could never go where that Trader Joe's is.
Could never. And H-E-B from Texas could never. They're as big as a freaking Costco.
Yeah.
But, like, there's not another grocery store that can do it. So, like, props to them, whatever. But, yeah, the parking lot and that Trader Joe's, horrible.
So bad.
It's... For all of you that don't know, there is this Trader Joe's in Charlotte, and it is on the first floor on the ground to a parking lot that is, 7 stories tall? Mm-hmm. And there's no room for parking except for in this lot. And the first floor of the Trader Joe's has 40 spots?
Yeah, they're angled parking. A ton of them are handicapped. There's an elevator. There's, like, shopping cart corrals.
There's a Best Buy right on the other side.
There's a Best Buy that takes the other half of the parking lot. So it's probably not even 40.
It's probably more like 20 spots.
And then you have to go upstairs with your shopping cart.
Uh-huh.
Up an elevator with your shopping cart.
Yep.
What?
And the craziest business of this all is nobody ever wants to go up a floor.
So they just wait.
They circle.
I do it.
It's me too. It's like freaking crows.
I've never gone to the second floor. Have I waited 10 minutes to get a spot? Yes.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It is like 30 people trying to fit in 20 spots, so 10 are circling the whole time the other 20 are in the store.
And then you can't back out because they're waiting for spots.
Yes.
And it's
or there's
only
pedestrians. Because there's
so many people walking.
There's not enough area for the carts in between the cars.
Yes.
So it's like...
Everyone's back. Yeah.
It's just pure chaos. It is my hell.
It is.
It is my hell. And I love Trader Joe's. And it's just
the one in university is not any better.
Battle.
Yeah.
It's just a big battle. Anyway, not the point. So we've gone over some traits that are necessary, some traits that are not.
Yes.
If you could look back at 10-year-old you and give her any piece of advice, or even, you can pick your age group, anywhere from 10 to like 12th grade.
Okay.
Which age group would you choose and what would you tell her?
Definitely high school.
Okay.
Do what you like.
Mm.
It's so easy to fall into what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
I think.
Just like Hunter said, you don't want to do that. It's boring. But now you love it and you do it.
Yeah. Well, being a girl, none of my friends went into engineering.
Yeah.
And probably look at me like, that's so boring, that's so weird, why are you doing that?
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't let it affect me.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't go where I had my best friends. I went where I really liked what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful for that one class.
Yeah.
Because that one class was, I didn't know anybody in there because none of my friends took that kind of class.
Yeah. It was a game changer for you.
It was seriously a game changer. So I would say do what you like.
And, I mean, I know you found what you liked through that class, but what would you tell someone who's just trying to figure out what that thing is?
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's the biggest question, right?
Yeah. I think this is probably a ruthless answer, but sometimes I feel like it's right under your nose.
It's fair.
Like, I think maybe you like something, but you don't think it could really be a career. There probably is a career associated with it. It's probably right. I liked Legos. What are you going to do with Legos?
Yep.
Now I do Legos in real life.
Yeah.
It's probably right under your nose.
Literally. My entire childhood, I liked talking and helping.
Yeah.
And now I'm a life coach, a podcast host, and a counselor in training. So, like...
What's funny, too, is I lifeguarded in high school and college, and I, like, ended up being, like, in more of a, like, manager oversee role than an actually sit there and lifeguard role.
Yeah.
And I liked it because it had to do more with the water. And I would go pool to pool to pool in a day. I, like, had a work truck with a bunch of chemicals in the back, and I would go treat the water, and I would go, like, fix the pumps and clean the pumps and do all the things. And I'm like,
it was screaming at me.
The way pumps work in a pool is a smaller scale of the way our water and sewer gets cleaned.
Yeah.
Not really, but kind of.
Yeah.
And it was right under my nose.
Yeah. It was just right there the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't remember who I heard this from. I would have to go back and I'd have to find it. But it was I think it was a TEDx talk. And they were talking about it was Simon Sinek.
Okay.
He wrote this book called Finding Your Why. And he talked about most likely the things that you grow up to do and find fulfillment in are the things that you took passion in as a child, just on a very different scale.
Yeah. That's exactly what he put it into great words.
Yeah. And so his whole goal is helping people figure out what they want to do, right? And one of his things is, okay, write down a list of everything you loved when you were a kid.
Yeah.
And then develop it from there.
Yeah.
And I think that's so spot on, especially for your experience.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's awesome.
Which I'm so grateful for, because I do think it is not as easy as that, usually.
Yeah. No, 100%. It's a lot. Sometimes people's journey is a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
And
don't be afraid of trial and error.
Absolutely. So, knowing that you have a relationship with God, right? How
100%.
Has that played into your career? And is this what you're doing now, what you think God intended for you to do?
I would say to your second question, yes. I think that it's so fulfilling for me that, and we need someone to do it. Like, I don't think all of the, like, jobs that, or whatever you want to call it, God gave people in the Bible, they weren't all spiritual. They were farming.
Yeah.
And all of the actual, like, practical jobs.
100%.
And so I think that there's so many people in ministry, and I honestly could see myself in ministry, but there's also that practical side of it, and, like, needing disciples in those practical areas. And I would say
someone has to do everything.
Yeah, exactly. Like, somebody has to design the parking lot. That sounds silly, but if you want to go to Starbucks, somebody has to design the Starbucks.
Someone has to be able to install your toilets, okay?
Yes.
Someone has to
get
put pipes in
clean
these walls.
Water. Yeah. And your toilets have to flush somewhere.
Yes.
So I would say yes, because I find it so fulfilling. I'm able to keep my, like, morals. Like, I think there are careers that you do lose that.
Absolutely.
I'm not in a field where it's extremely workaholic.
Yeah.
Like, it can be. And there are some in the office, but in general, it's just a bunch of people that work hard and then
go home
and do their whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
So I would say in that aspect, yes, I'm learning a lot. I feel like everything I've done in life has prepared me for this. All of the sorority president and having to have hard conversations with girls and having to be in tough areas, that has helped me. Or, like, being student body president and having to go talk to someone that works for the town.
Yeah.
That's to host something.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have to go talk to people that are at towns to do something.
Yeah.
I think that everything I've done, honestly, has prepared me for this.
I'm a firm believer in the fact that there's not a single thing that you've done before you find what God has purposed for you that doesn't serve what you're going to do in the future in some way, shape, or form. And I think once I figured that out, it was a lot easier to do things I hated. Because I was like, what am I trying to learn here?
What am I getting out of it?
Obviously, there's something here that I have to be here for to learn that I could not learn somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I can tell you for a fact, every single one of those jobs that I didn't hated, like, I learned something that I needed.
Yes.
To be able to do what I'm doing now.
Yes.
And without it, I wouldn't be able to do it. Like, it was vital.
I think, too, with, like, hard classes at school, the classes I was the worst at in school, I'm still the worst at in my job, but I've been through it before, and I know I can figure it out. Yeah. Like, I think everything I've done, honestly, has just prepared me for it.
Yeah.
Which I think is just, it's why I am supposed to be there, and because I'm still learning in it.
Yeah.
I'm still becoming a better person, learning how to not feel prideful when they tell me I'm doing a good job.
Yeah.
Learn how to not be super defensive when I do something wrong. Learn how to own my mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do. I feel like it is helping just shape me in general. Your other question, how does just being a Christian, how does that work in my environment, in my workplace?
Yeah, we can go there. I don't know if I asked that question, but, like, yeah, go there.
Okay. I feel like that was along the lines of something you said. I have no idea. I think that it's tough. It could be better. I could be better. But it's not terrible.
Okay.
It's not a bunch of atheists that talk about being atheists all the time.
Yeah.
There are some people that say things where I'm like, I wish that you wouldn't say that cuss word specifically, or do, talk about your wife that way specifically.
Yeah.
But in general, the guy I sit beside, super big Christian, look up to him. We talk about it all the time. The guy that sits behind me used to be a pastor.
Oh my gosh.
And he's awesome. And like, we chat all the time. I feel confident. The people at work know I'm a Christian. And it's never been like,
it's never been a thing.
Frowned upon, never been brought up in a conversation. Like, my lock screen on my computer is a Bible verse, and like, people can see my lock screen all the time. Yeah. Or like, I have like Jesus loves you written on like my cubicle. And like, people can see that. So I think I probably could witness more, but baby steps.
I also think, like, this is a personal take, and I feel like this is everyone's own conviction. I am someone who, in 110%, would rather minister to someone through who I am and how I show up.
100%. Your actions speak way louder than words.
Than shoving a Bible in your face.
Yeah.
And, like, forcing a conversation.
Yeah. Because
I don't think any forced conversation, maybe this is the therapist side of me, no forced conversation is going to make it through anyone's thick monkey skull. Yeah. They're not going to walk through a door that they don't want open.
Yeah.
By themselves.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. And so, there's a lot of people that feel convicted and approach it in a manner of like, no, I need to scream Jesus from the rooftop. But you can scream it from the rooftop. It doesn't mean anyone's listening.
Yeah.
That's my own personal hot take. Yeah. But everyone feels different. Everyone has a different conviction. But I think in a situation like that, if you don't feel convicted to do that, then let it shine through you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's just like the way that you're moving now, I think is great. And I mean, props to you, girl. I could never be in a corporate position in that manner, but I think how you're doing it and how you're approaching it is really mature and really great. And I mean, you talking about how, like you wish someone wouldn't say this or use that word or talk about their wife that way. It's like, that's everywhere.
Yeah, it's just the world.
You could walk into a church.
Yeah.
And you'd still hear it there.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's never going away. And I think that's just your moment to be like, okay, well, I'm still the same person that I am, whether you said that or not.
Not feeding into the conversations when everyone's around you.
Exactly. Okay, so if you could give anyone one piece of advice here when they're just trying to figure it out, maybe they're super left brain, maybe they're super not, okay? Maybe someone has an interest in civil and maybe someone doesn't. Yeah. What would be your one life advice to give to someone who's just trying to figure it out or curious?
Surrender. I think there's a lot of things in life that we try to do by our own strength, but it's not actually our own strength.
Yeah.
We're not going to be able to do anything on our own.
Yeah.
And I think when you just surrender, and that looks different for different people in different situations, but I think for me, in relationships, in which college to go to, in which job to do, in do I stay in Charlotte, do I leave?
Yeah.
Every decision that people struggle with, especially like young adults, surrendering it is just the best thing that you can do.
Yeah.
I would say when deciding to marry Trevor, surrender it.
Yeah.
Say, God, I want to do that so bad.
Yeah.
But if that's not what you have for me, take it out of my life and I won't fight it.
Yeah.
And you see things come out from that. You see things 100%. He does take away and things he doesn't take away.
And you can be assured by that too.
And then there's so much peace after that.
And confidence.
Yeah, and confidence.
Yeah. And I mean, whether, in our situation, that's Jesus, that's God, whatever you believe in.
Yeah.
Like, that holds and reigns true in every single
100%.
Religion, relationship, spirituality, whether you believe in nothing. Control was never taught to be something that overly controlling was a good thing.
Yeah.
You could go to therapy, and a therapist would tell you, without any bias, let go.
Let go. Let
it happen.
Yeah.
Because nothing that you overly control is going to turn out beneficial for you.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
I don't want things that are only the way they are because I made them that way.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Valid. Mic drop.
Yeah, I don't even have anything to follow. Genuinely, I don't want it. If it's I don't want to be friends with you if you're only friends with me because I made you be.
Yeah. It's I don't want you to be friends with me if the running joke of ha ha ha, I paid your friend to be friends with you.
Yeah.
That's my that would be my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
I was just saying this the other day. I never want to stand in a circle where I wasn't option A.
Yeah.
If I was an option B, I don't want to stand in the circle.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's your advice.
That's my advice.
Surrender. Just let it happen. If it's going to happen, it will. If it's not, it won't.
If you're trying really hard and it's just still not saying give up.
Pivot.
Give it a rest.
It's also okay to fail.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really is. Honestly, I think I said this in a podcast just 3 weeks ago. Your 20s are for figuring out where you want to lay your foundation. Your 30s is to lay the foundation, and your 40s is to build a house on it.
Yeah.
And your 20s, you're going to find a lot of places you don't want your foundation. So let it not be the place for your foundation, because you could look back 10 years from now and it's a flood zone.
Yeah.
Playing into your career.
Yes. Love it. Real mic drop.
I'm freaking dead. That's so funny. Anyway, yes. Thank you so much, Claire, for coming on the podcast. This was so fun.
This was a blast.
And I learned so much about your career. Holy crap.
You guys will never see the ground the same.
No, I'll never see a parking lot the same. I will drive into every parking lot and I'll be like,
if you had to
touch
guess
the asphalt, it's 1.2.
of a parking lot.
A dimension?
The width and the length of a parking spot.
Oh, of a spot.
The spot you park your car in.
I'm going to guess 8 feet wide. And you went, and I'm thinking how many times I could lay flat on my car. And
on your car?
On my car.
Okay.
Like, if you laid my body flat on my car,
yeah,
how many of me would there be?
Okay.
And then maybe 18 feet long.
Okay, you did really well.
Thank you.
That's like the minimum.
Okay.
8 by 18 is the min.
Okay.
They're usually 10 by 20.
Okay, yeah.
But I love asking you that question.
Wait, I should be a civil engineer.
You should. You've got it. That's all you need to know.
I was just thinking about, because my car, right? It's like, I can lay flat sideways if the doors were slightly open. And I'm like a few inches from 6 feet. And then you open the door, you know, and you have to have enough room to get in.
Yeah.
So like 8. And then I was thinking, okay, my car, I could probably lay down inside of it twice. My hood's probably half of me. And then...
But twice would only be like 11 or 12.
Inside the car.
Oh, okay.
And then my hood is another half of me.
I thought you were going to say a really small number for that one.
Yeah, no. And then my hood is another half of me. And then there's always so much room on either end of my car. Mm-hmm. Wow. You boosted my ego.
Oh, I'm glad. I love asking people that question.
Wow.
Really get their concept of...
Space. It was probably my dad that drilled that one into me.
From all of the bargain hunts you
But you know what? It's also you teaching people and realizing how different people's brains are. Yes. I laid myself flat on the 2D version of my car.
Yeah, that did... I was thinking that in my head, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah. So, I don't know how normal people do that. You got there. But I got to the answer.
I'm proud.
Thanks.
I'm proud.
Thanks.
Love you guys.
Bye. See you next time.